would you sing if you won the World Cup? The Super Bowl? Beautiful. Seven strings.
Years ago, before Susan G. Komen died, Nancy Brinker made a promise to her dying sister that she would do everything in her power to end the fear and hopelessness of breast cancer that has taken so many women. Brinker founded the Susan G. Komen Foundation in 1982, and in 2009 she won the Presidential Medal of Honor, the highest award to a civilian for her work. The Susan G. Komen Foundation has raised over $2.2 billion to fund breast cancer research, treatment, screening, and education. Tonight, we're at the Honoring the Promise Gala at the Kennedy Center in Washington, D.C. to commemorate the progress in the fight against breast cancer. Tonight's gala will honor survivor, TV anchor Joan Lunden, Dr. Stephen Rosenberg from the National Cancer Institute, and we hope to talk to some other very special VIPs. I'm your host, Jane Ruby. Follow me tonight for this very special Inside Look. Salerno, how do you feel about the awards gala tonight, Honoring the Promise?
I'm so excited. We have two amazing honorees who really have done so much to improve the state of cancer care in this country. Joan Lunden, because of her very public announcement and her really support of women with breast cancer, and Dr. Rosenberg, who I know from my days at NIH, who's an amazing scientist who's really advanced treatment care for many people across all different kinds of cancer.
What kinds of things can we look forward to in the future for the organization?
Well, I think that we are on the verge of so many exciting discoveries in immunotherapy and cancer treatment. I believe in my lifetime we will see an end to cancer.
That is so exciting, especially for breast cancer.
Absolutely.
Well, congratulations again, Madam President.
Very exciting.
Good to talk to you again. Dr. Rosenberg, how do you feel about winning the award tonight? Such an honor.
Well, it's a great honor to benefit such a wonderful cause. Breast cancer is such a terrible problem in this country, and the Komen Foundation is doing so much to be of help. So it's an honor to be here.
Well, we look forward to seeing you on stage tonight. Congratulations on all the great work that you do as well.
Well, thank you. I just wish things happened faster. I've been the chief of surgery at the NIH for 41 years. I feel like I'm just getting the hang of it now. So.
Well, I'm sure you've contributed quite a lot, sir. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you.
Good to see you. Nancy, tell us about your sister and some of the wonderful memories you have of her.
She was a beautiful 33-year-old woman when she was diagnosed with this disease, 1977. And right before she died, just a few years later, she asked me to help her cure breast cancer. And I promised her I would. And she was my older sister and loved her dearly. And the story is still very current and very, unfortunately, all too real for many people who are diagnosed late or who have no information and have no ability to access good care. So that's a year later I started Susan G. Komen for the cure, but now called Susan G. Komen.
Yes.
And the rest is kind of history, and we're still leading the breast cancer movement. We had 37 years of doing this, I have, and hope I live another amount of time to finally see the work come to fruition.
It's wonderful to talk to you, and it's an honor
It's so nice
for everything you do.
Thank you so much. I just hope we're here again sometime soon and we can talk about
celebrate the
this
cure.
being the end of death from breast cancer.
Then you can start a new project.
Yeah.
things been for you this year, and what's kept you going?
Well, first of all, I'm all done. I'm finished with my treatment. I'm what I've come to know as NED, no evidence of disease, and I'm doing really well. It's been quite a year and obviously challenging, but at the same time amazingly rewarding. You know, you wouldn't really think of a year of battling cancer as that, but just the outpouring from the public and the way the breast cancer community embraced me, it really does change you. Everyone says you go in one person, you come out another, and boy, are they right.
Yes, especially. And you continued the mission of spreading the word during that time, which was so wonderful.
Little did I know that, I mean, not only having a book come out now, I started a TV internet channel, online channel, all dedicated to breast cancer. I mean, breast cancer gave me a gift. It gave me a really purpose-driven life. And little did I know that a year later I would have an online breast cancer channel.
Yes.
So, and it changed my life, and I know a lot of people don't want to be defined by their cancer. But my dad was a cancer surgeon, and he died way before his time in a plane crash. And, you know, life is odd, and somehow I feel like I just got handed an opportunity to kind of carry on his legacy.
Sure,
yeah.
sure.
I mean, that's a gift. I don't know if anyone who hasn't gone through cancer could understand a survivor calling cancer a gift. But for many of us, it does kind of become that.
As you know, I'm a fellow survivor. We spoke last year, so
right.
I totally appreciate what you're saying. Why is it important for folks to support the Komen Foundation?
I used to see the sea of pink, and I'll talk about that tonight. I don't know if I really understood the sea of pink. Now I do. Because having support when you're going through a battle like breast cancer is incredibly important, just to keeping your attitude positive and engaged in life, and to feel that there are a lot of others that are like putting their arms around you saying it's okay. And that's what the breast cancer community does. And of course, Susan G. Komen not only creates that community to make you feel safe and cared for, they also work so hard with events like tonight to raise money for more research.
Absolutely.
And to keep the research going. I mean, it's really exciting. I mean, we really are getting there.
We are getting there.
So, I mean, I think in our lifetime we're going to see a cure for cancer, and we're going to see many, many more treatments that will help keep more women alive.
More successes.
Yeah.
Congratulations on being one of the award winners tonight. No surprise. We love having you. Great to talk to you.
Very big shoes to fill. David M. Rubenstein.
You'll fill them, I'm sure. Thanks, Joan. Joan Lunden. Deborah, tell us why it's important to support an organization like the Komen Foundation.
I love what this foundation started with. It was one sister promising something to another. And Nancy told me the other day, we had a story about her on Inside Edition today. She told me when we did the interview, she said, honestly, if I'd known how hard this was going to be, I don't know that I would have undertaken this. You know, to think that it's over 30 years later and we still don't have a cure for breast cancer, but when you look at what we do have a society that dresses in pink for a reason, not just because it's pretty. We have a society that recognizes that 1 in 8 women are being diagnosed with this disease. They recognize that there are many ways to fight this disease, but the most important thing is to do self-examinations and to be proactive. As Joan Lunden, our honoree from last, as Joan Lunden, our honoree this year, says, it's not enough just to have a mammogram. If you have dense breast, you need to have a sonogram. So every year we learn a little bit more. 1 year we will learn how to fix it. 1 year we'll learn how to stop it.
Deborah, who inspires you?
I'm inspired by a lot of people. I'm inspired by people like Nancy Brinker, who take on a really insurmountable challenge and don't give up, even though it turns out to be much harder than they thought it was. I'm inspired by my mother, who died when I was 20, but never settled for anything other than giving your very best. And if you didn't get an A+, why? An A was never good enough. So, you know, inspired or terrified, I'm not sure which. I'm inspired by the people that you don't know, that have those everyday struggles, that just put one foot in front of the next and the next and the next, and then the next thing you know, they look back and they go, wow, look how far I've gone. That's what I'm inspired by.
And what exciting things are going on in your career these days? Tell us.
Well, I've got a book that comes out next week. It's the latest edition of Chicken Soup for the Soul. It's called Think Possible. And it's a look at 101 different stories of people who thought, gosh, I think I can. And because they believed maybe they could do it, darn it if they didn't make it happen. And it turns out there's research behind that. And the research shows that when you've decided what your goal is and you think, you know what, maybe I can do that, you actually are able to filter out the noise and the distractions and the naysayers who would dissuade you from reaching that goal. So that's the next thing on my to-do list. Yeah, it's really cool.
Well, we're looking forward to your tonight on the stage as our esteemed MC. It's going to be wonderful.
But I get
very exciting.
To tee it up for these unbelievable honorees, and they're the ones that are fighting the good fight. It's my honor to get to be here.
Thank you so much for speaking with us.
My pleasure.
Deborah Norville.
I lost my mother last year to cancer, and my brother lost his mum. My stepbrother Adam lost his mum 5 days ago.
Oh my gosh.
So our family's been battered by this disease, completely and utterly battered by this disease, and we've had to really learn the art of composure and strength within ourselves to get ourselves and pushing on, as you say. And it's just now it's part of my life in the fact that I want to truly, I don't want people to go through what me and my brother have just gone through. Me and my brothers, Luke and Adam. I don't want other people to go through that. And if in my lifetime I can be part of something profound, I know that Nancy Brinker, Kerry and Susan G. Komen, all the lovely ladies at Susan G. Komen, they really genuinely care. And you know, it's so funny where people read stuff and they go, people have asked me, you know, does all the money go to charities? Absolutely, it absolutely does. And there's always a reason why not to get behind somebody, but there is no reason why you shouldn't get behind Susan G. Komen. Donate, if you can, download my song Strong. 100% of the proceeds go towards finding a cure, raising awareness, and supporting these ladies that are going through so much pain, and they are not alone. I mean, I'm in this for the long run. This is not just a 1 or 2 year thing for me.
It's good, so we'll see you more and more often.
God willing, yes.
Matt, who inspired you to get into the industry, the music industry? Who was your
singers?
Other singers?
My grandfather taught me about the Rat Pack. You know, Nat King Cole,
that's where the
Sinatra, Perry Como, Mel Torme. Then my Aunt Sally would play great singers like Stevie Wonder, Donny Hathaway. So I love soul singers.
So I love fusion.
Well, I love when music comes from your heart.
Yes.
And I think that's what we'll do tonight at the Kennedy Center. I think we'll hopefully transport some of this into the audience, and then they'll reciprocate. And when it becomes reciprocal, that's when you have a magical experience. So
I'm sure we will. We're looking forward to it tonight. Tell us what exciting things are going on in your career before we let you go.
I'm proud to say 7 years in Vegas. I've just extended 2 more shows a week at Caesar's Palace, the most famous casino in the world. So I play Tuesday nights, Friday, Saturday and Sunday nights at Caesar's Palace. I'll be doing a show tomorrow night, 3 shows on Saturday night. Different organizations. I'm going to be playing for the USO, for the troops. I always do stuff for the troops every year, and then I'll be doing my show that evening, and then my birthday's on Tuesday. I've got a Tuesday night, so if anyone's
October?
September, Libra, yeah.
Okay.
King Libra, but it's
spirit.
Yeah, and then so I've got a book coming out at Christmas, and then me and Emilio Estefan, Gloria's husband,
Sure.
I love those guys. We're going to be making an album together.
Wow, can't wait to hear what that's going to be like.
So we're going to be, we should be getting, at the end of November, me and Emilio should be getting together just to work out what the songs are and stuff. But he's one of my favorite people in the whole world, and I'm looking forward to make music with him.
Oh, that's going to be great. We'll look forward to it. Thanks so much for speaking with us.
Thank you,
we'll see you on stage.
All my love to you
Matt
guys.
Goss. It was absolutely wonderful to speak to so many inspiring people and to learn more about the Susan G. Komen Foundation and the promise. As a breast cancer survivor myself, I know we're getting close to a cure. Proceeds from the Honoring the Promise Gala go to fund cutting-edge breast cancer research around the world, as well as some local community health programs in the National Capital Region, which has some of the highest rates of mortality from breast cancer in the country. Well, that's it for Inside Look TV. Hope you enjoyed this. You can learn more about the Komen Foundation by going to their website. And don't forget to check us out online and social media, because Inside Look TV is everywhere for you. From the Kennedy Center in Washington, D.C., I'm your host, Jane Ruby, and I'll be looking for you next time.
I just sing.
He's got it.
I found a place in my heart. It's getting stronger as the days go by. Sleepy makes me yawn, and it's high.
Stuck in my head.